Hi everybody, and thank you for joining. Here is another What Sold video. There's no real rhyme or reason to this one. It's just 10 items that I picked out of the blue that have sold the last several days. So let's begin right away with this guy. This is a geometry book from 1950. We picked up tons of these things at an estate sale about a month or two ago. Various topics, woodworking, geometry, math books, all that kind of stuff. This one again, 1950, sold it for 12 bucks. We bought the whole bundle for $5, so I don't know, maybe 10 cents, 15 cents into this one. Nice, easy, quick sale on that one. The next one is a DVD. My wife has a bunch of DVDs that we've just had sitting in a bin downstairs here in the basement, so we put this one up. Sold for $12.99 with free shipping. Sells Media Mail, a movie called Spun from 2003. Never watched it, don't really care about it. All I care about is that it's sold. Here's a piece of sheet music that sold last night during one of my live listing shows, so I figured I would bring it up again because I think we're going to do a video about vintage sheet music. It sells well for us. We have a bunch listed. This specific one is called Through. How Can You Say We're Through? From 1929. A lot of people buy these sheet music pieces for the artwork on the front cover. This one isn't really anything special, but it's still sold. And sometimes there are people, if we look at this, you could see the different pages. This one has the actual music on it. And on the back of this specific piece, you could see it alludes to Mr. Eddie Cantor, who was a very famous performer back then in the 20s, and it also mentions the Ziegfeld production, famously of the Ziegfeld Follies. So again, sheet music is a consistent seller for us, easy to pick up, very, very inexpensive, and they seem to sell well. Next one is a set of Beetle CDs that sold. These are from my personal collection. A few of these items today are from my personal collection, just things that I've had forever and I wanted to sell. This is volume 1 and 2, live in Hamburg, Germany. I did a video a while ago about Beatles in general being a huge bolo, obviously. Any Beatle-related items will typically sell and sell for a good profit. This one, 40 bucks for the 2 CD set. Here is a 78 record that we sold. This one sold for 40 bucks plus shipping. If anybody knows the famous song Stagger Lee, this is kind of a play on it. It's called Stackerly. It's from Archibald and his orchestra circa 1950 on Imperial Records. As you see, there is some writing on there. Somebody wrote the number 69 in ink. I wasn't able to get that off, and I don't recommend anybody finagle with that because if you try to wipe it off, there's a good chance you're going to ruin the label and bring off some of that red ink. Well, anyway, 40 bucks for a 78. Another one that we probably have like maybe a quarter into because we usually buy 78s in stacks as well. We don't just buy them independently. Great sale. Another item that was part of my collection. I'm a huge New York Mets fan, in case you didn't notice. This is from 91. It's just a set of cards that were given out by The Wiz, the famous record store. Nobody Beats The Wiz is what they called it later on. From 91. These have been sitting in my drawer for 30 years now. Finally sold them. No big deal. They're just little black and white cards. They're all in the original sheet. They could be cut out, but these are all in their original sheets. I think it was every member of the Mets as of that date. Anybody who would ever played in a Met uniform. So it's a really cool collection, 10 sheets and all, and it sold for $70 plus shipping. Here is a case of slides that we picked up. I think we got 3 or 4 of them at an estate sale last spring. So they've been sitting here for a while. We've sold 2, I think, so far. Sold this for $100 plus shipping. It's just a mishmash. You can see there's some dates on there. This is from 56 to 61. It's just a family album, a lot of Christmas photos, some pictures of cars, things of that nature within the slide. So I just sold them as a mixed lot. I do know that there's a lot of money to be made individually on slides, and if you have the ability to check them out one by one, I highly recommend you do. This one was filled, as you see, to the brim, and the case itself is actually fairly valuable. It's called a Broomberger metal case. You can see right there. And there's the dates that the gentleman put on there from the family. And that's just a small blow up. You could see, a Christmas tree. There's an old TV up there on the shelf. So kind of cool. Not super heavy. It sold for it shipped for $12 because probably weighs about 4 or 5 pounds. We went UPS on this one. So I'm very happy with that one. We have 2 left, I believe. I might go through some of the slides individually just to see if there's anything interesting within the individual slides. But I do like selling them as a lot like this. We paid $5 for each tin. Another personal collection item, Marilyn Monroe photo book from '89. It's a nice, big, thick coffee table style book. Sold for $40 plus shipping. I scanned this on my flatbed scanner, so it came out really well. Just some beautiful photos of Marilyn Monroe. You have color and black and white kind of mixed up from there she is meeting Queen Elizabeth. Marilyn Monroe, always something to look out for sure. Sold for 40 bucks. Of course, what's sold video would be complete that I create without showing some print ads. We have this one from 1956. It's for Johnson & Johnson baby powder. Kind of cool illustration of some babies hanging out on a beach with their baby oil and baby powder. Sold for $15 plus shipping. Really nice one. This is something I show virtually every week on a live listing show, is how to list these vintage print ads. And of course, I also have a 7-part series all about vintage print ads, so you can check that out at your leisure. I'll put a link up above if you haven't seen it already. It's a great niche to get into, and I highly recommend it. And then finally, for today's video, I'm going to show you a gentleman bought 2 of those ads, one from 1955, one from 1954. The first one, Kellogg's Cornflakes, 1955. It's a little boy sneaking a bunch of boxes of cornflakes into the cart as mom is chatting it up with one of her friends. Same thing, $15. And then the second one that this gentleman purchased, also Kellogg's Cornflakes from a year before in 1954. Just a little boy with a big smile enjoying a bowl of Kellogg's Cornflakes. $15. I do offer free shipping on my print ads if somebody buys 2 or more, and there's no limit to that. So a $30 sale here, less about $4 to ship. So $20, $22 in profit on 2 sheets of paper from an old magazine. Great stuff. I want to thank you again for watching today. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel or let somebody know that might be interested in my material. Please, we're up to almost 600 subscribers, and we're getting closer and closer to that 1,000 mark. We're about 3 months in with the YouTube channel, and things are going well, and I really enjoy displaying this content for everybody. I hope you enjoy it too. So have a great day, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.